Hi everyone, this is Diane at the Picket Fence Greenhouse Gardens. It's January 3rd, 2011, and today in this video we're just going to go over a bunch of different things I'm going to be working on. I want to show you what's happening with some of my plants, and I want to show you some of the seeded plants that I put in November and let you see how they're doing. Also, I have some really unique plants you may have not seen, and we're just going to go through everything today. And also water plants. I showed you in another video some of my water lettuce and water hyacinths. I was trying to winter them over indoors, and I'll show them to you in a little bit too. Alright, the first thing, I'm going to bring this in a little closer, because otherwise you're not going to get the full benefit of what is happening with all the plants. I have a couple containers here. Nice, I know you've seen them. Got these very reasonable, nice heavy container. And what I'm wanting to do with these is, I've always been interested in terrariums. I'm wanting to put some terrariums together. This is a project that I'll probably be doing here in the next month or so, once I get all the supplies for it. But I think I have most everything. But terrariums are really, really interesting, very pretty, and I thought that would be kind of a fun addition to add to my videos. So kind of look forward and kind of watch for those coming up as I put these terrariums together. So alright, let's get in a little closer. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is the Mona Lisa lipstick plant. Now, I purchased these from Cuttings this summer, and I am just amazed at how much they've grown, and now they're blooming. They're just gorgeous. I'm going to show you the bloom right there. Isn't that something? They start out in this purple shaped flower, and then from the inside there forms the bud, and this is what it looks like. It looks like like it's called lipstick plant. Okay, these here, they like humidity. I got them just under some lights right now, my regular shop lights, 40 watt, the 40 watt ones, and they're doing beautifully. I do have to water them. They like to stay a little moist, and I go ahead and water them, give them some water probably every 3-4 days, maybe not quite. So I was doing once a week, but they looked like they were getting a little dry. So, and I'm downstairs every day, so I can go ahead and watch them. But look at the blossoms coming on these. I am just really, really happy. Obviously, when these get done blooming and when new growth starts coming, I'm going to be trimming some back and starting some new ones, because when I purchased these cuttings, look how long this one is. When I purchased these cuttings, that's what the guy had done. And this is just a really gorgeous, because it's just such a pretty, pretty color. This is kind of purple, and then we got the red, and it's a true red. So that's the lipstick plant. Next plant, these have shiny leaves on them. It's called the Goldfish Plant. Now these are kind of rare. I don't think a lot of people have seen them, but I bought these from Cuttings too, 5 or 6 inch cuttings, and I can see now the little goldfish flower is forming. So that is really, really cool, and it's an orange flower, so I really like it. But these guys have done really well. They also like moisture and humidity, and they are the leaves are so pretty and glossy on them, and I really think that's attractive. But when these get done blooming and get done doing that, I'm going to be taking some cuttings off of them myself, and I'm going to be starting some new ones, because I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful plant. Does well inside in a normal temperature room, and they can be moved outside too, I'm sure, when the weather's fit. But I like to bring my stuff in, keep it in, and grow them. So the next thing we got going here is I have a lot of little baby succulent plants. These are offsets, and a lot of them I cut off the other day. let them heal over, and then I just placed them in this flat. These here are larger. I don't know if these will work, these olive, the partridge breast. This plant wasn't looking so happy, so I pulled it apart, and what I found, I believe, was mealybugs on it. So I just took it completely apart, cut the leaf, let them dry, and then I just stuck the leaf. And I'm going to see if anything happens. If it doesn't, you know, nothing wasted too much there. But, you know, I have my little zebra plants, and we got, you know, a little jade plant, variegated jade, and a couple other different things in here. But I'm just going to let them grow up, and they'll do fine. And I have a few others here that I cut off, and we're going to be starting them too. Okay. Alright, these are my seedlings, plants that I planted back in November. We got some lime basil, some peppers, cinnamon basil, some thyme, and some oregano. Those look really good. I use my regular germinating soil with these. Very pleased with how these looked. But over here is a different story. I experimented with this because I wanted to see how they do, how they were going to do. This is the organic soil that I used, and the lettuce doesn't look too bad, but it's not growing very fast at all. It's really slow. And here's the kale. The kale, I need to get these transplanted on both of them, but the difference is, look at the coloring of them. I'm not impressed with this organic soil. I really am not. And another thing is, it seems to be full of gnats, the fungus gnats. So, I mean, I got something that'll take care of that. I use them little yellow strips, that traps that they can stick to, that'll take care of them, but I don't like the fact that there is so many. So what I need to do, and what I'm going to do with this, is I'm going to transplant these into some 6-packs and give them a different soil. I'm going to be using the soil that I've always used, and that is the peat, the perlite mix. I have had nothing but good luck with that soil. It's what I grow everything in. You know, organic would be okay. I think more so in, not with seedlings so much, but maybe with finished plant, a finished product, when you maybe transplanting it, outside plants. I don't know. I just haven't had that much luck with starting my seedlings in it. So, and you can see the difference on the color. Here's, look how green these are opposed to the kale here. They got some different coloring. They need transplanted regardless, but that will help them get their color back. And they got some new growth, so that's always positive. But I'm going to get these transplanted real soon. So, the next thing is, in one of my other videos, I talked about water lettuce and water hyacinths. Let me tell you, the water lettuce does wonderful indoors. It absolutely does. Look at all my little babies. Okay? As you can see, this is what I was doing on my other videos. These guys constantly produce babies. Okay? And all you got to do is pull them off. And they got roots on them. Okay? And then I just been putting them over here. They do wonderfully indoors under this light. Warm water, just room temperature water. But the water hyacinths didn't do good for me. I had to pull them out. I put them back in my big water container that I have my goldfish in out in my patio. They seemed to do better in there. They did not do good in a standalone tray. But it could have been the depth. I don't know. But I do know that they didn't work. They just started to get brown, and just they didn't form any more roots. So I took them out, got rid of them, and I put a few back in the patio, and they seem to be maybe doing okay. But the other ones that I left out in the patio, they're doing fine. So difference in depth of water, difference in the water, I don't know. Could be a combination of both. So I kind of showed you what's going on right now down in my basement here with all my plants, what's going on, what's growing, what isn't doing so well, and you know, things I'm going to be working on. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next video. If you want to see more of my plants and what I'm up to, you can go to picketfencegreenhouse.info any time of the day online. And if you got any questions, just put them down here in, the comments box. And we will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.